So, as I sit here and I was, watching videos of people remembering Kobe and everybody have their speeches about Kobe and all that other stuff and listen to some females. And I was coming to think, one of my favorite YouTubers is actually China Fox. Now, I love China Fox. There's that woman's passion. I feel like she understands that she was once bitter, but you can also see that she's passionate with what she's speaking. And I think she has a book called Bitter Black Bitch that she's working on or is out already. So the fact that she knows she was a bitter woman, which means that there's nothing wrong. I've always said there's nothing wrong with being bitter. There's nothing wrong with, to me, there's nothing wrong with the angry black woman stigma. Is how you use it. If you're bitter about something, you should be bitter. And message to black women: if you're bitter about something, you should be bitter. If you're angry about something, you should be angry. If it makes you angry, there's nothing wrong with it. But please use it in the right way, or please use it to someone that either started the anger or is worth your time with the anger. At least that's my opinion on it. Nothing wrong with the bitter black women. Is who you use it to. With that being said, um, she gave a monologue about Kobe, and unless she gave a monologue about how they say men don't cry, like men are afraid to show emotion and all that other stuff. And y'all know my stance on this. It's like, and this is just from a personal preference. And I tell people all the time, this is a personal preference. I've always said this: men are emotional. I've always said that men are emotional. Kobe, when Kobe died, I got reached through one of my best friends, and like when I tell you he loved Kobe, that man loved Kobe. And then I was thinking to myself, I need to check up on my friends that are Kobe diehard Kobe fans, because to me it hits them the most, because especially if you grew up watching Kobe, and then like I've always said the last Kobe videos, like people they'll go to they it's not just like him being a death thing. Even alive, they go to bat for Kobe. Like this is like they don't play about Kobe. It's one of the people you just don't play about. Like I feel like for women, you don't play about Beyonce. For men, you don't play about Kobe and maybe Jay-Z, but mostly Kobe. So, but to me, it proves. Now, listen to all my friends, talk about how like Kobe inspired them and all that other stuff, and like it really, really, really took something out of them and all that other stuff. To me, it proves my point that, and I let them talk. Don't get me wrong, I let them talk, but it proves my point that men are emotional. Like this, like even me, I'm not a big Kobe fan, but it hit me too. Like I felt something about this, and like it just didn't feel right. It just like, and then you see a bunch of men, especially the ones close to Kobe. Now you don't really see this much. Like maybe with Michael, and I've oh shoot, excuse me, almost fell. Especially you only see this with people like Michael, Prince, and from black men. Like the people we love, you gotta understand the people we love, like we'll die for. Like a Michael Jackson, a Prince, Kobe, Jordan, not to put that in the air, but imagine if Jordan died. Like that would tear somebody up. When Ali died, that shit broke my heart. Like I tell people all the time, yes, Ali lived a long, prosperous life, but that shit still hits me as a man and who Ali was. Like that shit hits me. That shit hurt. Um, Even like with John Witherspoon, like I cried with that. Like, but it shows you that men are emotional. When you hear someone talk about, let's not even go with um celebrities. Someone's that's really close to you. I've seen it. When someone closest to them die, like you see it in the men's eyes, like that person really hurt them, because you either you grow up idolizing, you grow up loving somebody, and there's not a lot of people you can trust. But as far as men, we always have someone like we trust. It's like if that nigga, if like that person's gone, Like their whole life is different. I've seen it. Um, my one of my I call him my son, but his mom died. He's like he was distraught, but at the same time, that man he stood strong to me. Like he wasn't trying. He said, I asked him how you feeling. He was like, I'm all cried out, but I'm still like you'd have thought he was never sorry, but I felt like I could still see it in his house, like that pain and him trying to keep his mama's memorabilia and all the other stuff. He like I felt his emotions without him saying anything. It's a lot of things about men. Our emotions, we don't have to tell you. You could just feel it. Especially when someone close to you die. And this is what I want to get to a lot of people. And I feel like this a lot of people don't read body language, especially when men. When something affects us, you'll see it in our body. You'll see it in our expressions. You'll see it. Hell, like I know a lot of people get the whole punching drywall shit, and I laugh at it too. But at the same time, that's emotion right there. A lot of like I look like the whole toxic masculinity thing. I've always said a lot of people don't understand that, and people just throw that word out just to throw a word. I feel like Lonnie Love throws that word out, and I feel like a lot of women just if they don't like something, they just call it toxic masculinity. And I feel like a lot of people don't know what real toxic masculinity is. If you ask me, what's real toxic masculinity? I'm gonna just tell you Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. If y'all don't understand what that means, go watch Beauty and the Beast, not the live action film, but the cartoon. Go watch the cartoon of Beauty and the Beast. That right there, and yes, I'm pretty sure is even he was over the top, but that's toxic masculinity right there. Watch Beauty and the Beast, and you'll see what I mean. Anyway, it to me, and in conclusion, like thank you, Kobe, because to me, it's one of those things where I'm like, thank you, Kobe, because I hate for it to be like this, but it showed. I think he showed how someone you idolize or you really, really, really care for, and how it affect a lot of black men. And this was someone that like Kobe affect a lot of black men's life, and it wasn't because and she China Fox said it the right way. It wasn't even the money, the pictures, and the power, and all that other stuff. It was his work ethic. It was someone that he had that mama mentality to keep going. It's like you're going like to someone to leave it all on his craft and like give you everything he gave you, and then now you see him reaping the benefits or something like that. That's what people, and especially black men, that's what we kind of want, and that's why people kind of relate to Kobe. Someone that could give you all on the court, and then now you can see him reaping the benefits and living a good life like he's supposed to. Like, and I hope a lot of people will understand that. So, in conclusion, and I'll say this again, and I'll say this again: men are emotional. We express it differently. Maybe not verbally, but damn sure we express that shit. Till then, my name is Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.